All right, you guys, welcome in. Before I head for home, soulmate, I just wanted to do this twin flame reading for you. As I've been walking around these streets of London, just very romantic feeling has come over me, and I just wanted to kind of take a peek and see what's going on with the twin flame connection. All right, so I'm tapping into the twin flame collective right now, the collective I am part of. So if you are on my channel, you are part of that collective as well. There can be other collectives that you're part of too. So let's just see what's going on with this particular connection right now. Veiled underneath. Yeah. Karmic path. Power. Trust. So there's definitely something here about connections you may be in, non-twin flame connections you may be in. I'll pull some cards for divine feminine and divine masculine individually in a second. I don't have too many decks with me, so I'm going to do my best with these 2 tarot decks and 1 oracle deck that I have. And this is just saying, I feel like this is about bringing back some power to the connection, reconnecting, in secret, some kind of secret meeting or secret. I get assignation. Oh boy. And I'm getting a little bit of like 4 of Cups, just that card just says like, I'm waiting. The message I'm getting is step into your power. Do what makes you feel powerful, what makes you feel in command of your own life. Don't allow yourself to be kind of on your back foot or not really in charge of your destiny. Okay. Like really be able to harness the lessons. This is Saturn here. All right. Really being able to harness the lessons that you've been given. So whatever those things are, whether they're about power or it has something to do with draining your power, Ace of Wands, there's something really good coming in here that's going to help you embrace your path. Embrace the path you're on. Don't get off too much in another direction, hoping that will bring in a twin flame. I want you to really embrace the path that you are on. So whatever lessons are showing up for you right now, that's the work. Okay. Do the work that's in front of you. Don't go borrowing like, oh, well, this doesn't feel like twin flamey to me. I'm going to go over here and try to bring them in. Nope. That's not the path. That's not the way. All right. That's what I'm getting. That's not the way. The way is for you to face the things you need to face right now. If you are having trouble with money or having trouble with people or whatever it is, like that's the thing. Do the thing that's right in front of you right now. Oh, look at this beauty. The Sun card, 9 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Look at this. So there's like this, like, hey, ups and downs exist in everyone's life. Okay, ups and downs exist. You're not being singled out. The universe, that's the World card, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Do what makes you feel excited. Do the work that's in front of you. I keep getting that very strongly. And, some of you are facing the tiger, facing the thing that most brings you fear. And I would just want to talk to you guys who are doing that. That's a really good thing to do. All right. That's really good. This piece of hair is driving me crazy. Do the work that's in front of you. Comb that hair. Okay. 9 of Wands, 6 of Swords, the Judgment card, Queen of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. We got a couple nines here too. The Knight of Pentacles, that's absolutely about doing the work that's in front of you. The Queen of Wands and the 8 of Swords. We got like 5, 6, 7, 8 here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, thanks for that. Somebody's a dancer. Somebody dancer out here that is in the collective. This very much looks like a dancer to me, this universe card, doesn't it? Looks like a dancer to me. Someone who is celebrating, I'm getting celebration. Celebration is at hand when you face the karmic path you're on, when you embrace the lessons that are in front of you. There's nothing else to do. I see the offer coming in the distance here, this Knight of Cups. I see that happening. But in this reading, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, and a lot of that has to do with health and well-being. So can you face your old patterns or patterns that whatever's going on right now that is a challenge that you feel unhappy about? That's where to focus. All right, let's move on. There's also something about clear sight. Have some clear sight. Victory, failure, sitting right next to each other, kind of two sides of the same coin, right? Winners and losers. But I don't feel, excuse me, I don't feel like that's what we're talking about with the Twin Flame group. I feel like there's something about the Divine Feminine is presiding. She looks like she's presiding to me, like justice, right? Queen of Swords, you're presiding, Divine Feminines, over this next path of your own. You're presiding over the decisions you're going to be making, the things you're going to be doing. You have power. You have more power than you think. I want you to know that. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Look at her. So this is really about leaning into creativity. That Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then what's stopping you, this 8 of Swords. This is about changing your self-concept. I'm going to be talking about that next week in Pathfinder. So this week we didn't have a live Pathfinders. We are sending out, if you haven't seen it yet, Pathfinders, we are sending out a free class to you about rewiring your brain. Okay, so you can get out of some of these ditches. I feel very strongly that this is the thing that's happening, is like you're in a ditch, and I've seen that struggle in the readings recently. And this is just saying, like, the 7 of Pentacles is you're spending an awful lot of time in some mindset that is really holding you back. And Archangel Gabriel is trying to wake you up from it. So if you are sitting in any kind of victim mentality, especially about other people who have power or trying to wield power, I don't think you know how much power you have. I don't think you know. And just because you have ups and downs doesn't mean you don't have a lot of power. You may feel defeated. And I want to just say to you that, posting anything that's like, well, I've had it hard, and, it's hard to do this. It's hard to do that. And it's almost like acquiescing or giving up in advance. Like you're just saying, like, and I'm like, yeah, that is a hard thing to do. You might want to work through some kind of pattern in your life that is about a lack of trust, or that is about some kind of financial issue or issues you may be having. If you're just kind of like saying, well, that's just how life is. You've heard people say that, right? Like, that's just how life is. This reading is saying, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, you have way more power than you think. And by saying, well, this is what it's going to be, and oh, look, nothing's ever going to change, and oh, look, no accountability for other people, you're basically just calling that into existence. And so you're needing to stop giving up in advance, okay? To walk toward it and to be the Queen of Swords and be like, yep, I'm having a little bit of a challenge with manifestations. I'm having a little bit of a challenge with my divine partner. Whatever that is, it's sort of like you need to face it. You need to face it and work with it and heal it. This is, do the work that's in front of you, okay? The Strength card, you're way more powerful than you think. You have the capabilities. I definitively feel this message. And this is something that is for whoever is watching this. If you feel like you don't have power, Spirit is saying you have more power than you think. Don't give it away. Don't blow it off. Don't acquiesce. Just stand up and be counted. All right. Stand up and be counted. Stand up and say, this is where I'm going. This is what I want for my life. And this is what I'm going to do. 9 of Cups. These are very much wish granted cards. So you've been granted in this lifetime the ability to be in a twin flame connection. There's more power in that than you think. It's not about the romantic connection. That is kind of like a fringe benefit, or that's something that, God is showing you in order to move you into this place of doing all this healing work. And Archangel Gabriel's trying to wake you up from the slumber of saying, okay, I've come this far, but all these other things that I haven't really focused on are too hard for me. Or maybe it's not time for me to do it. Or I failed a couple times when I'm trying to heal this or work through this. And Spirit says, keep going. Keep going. I'm just getting this very strong, like drum beat. Keep going. Keep going. Let yourself learn. Let yourself learn. And sometimes learning means that we make a couple mistakes. Virgo energy, the shadow of Virgo is perfectionism. And if you let that stop you because you feel you might not be perfect at it, at whatever it is, that's not the message. The message is you just need to learn some stuff, okay? You need to lean into creativity. You need to fight fair, or fairness. Fairness needs to be part of this. Fairness and truth needs to be part of this. 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, there's the Hermit, the 7 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. So even around your own twin flame connection, there's been loss. Maybe there's been third party stuff. Like, learn from it. The Hermit is wise. The higher frequency of Virgo is that sacred servant. And this is the time to learn from that, because look at the outcome of that is the 10 of Cups. And if you see just the problems, or just the negativity, or just the we're in separation and I don't know how this is ever going to work, and you just kind of like, oh, I'm just going to not work on that anymore. Spirit is saying, yeah, don't work on the other person, work on yourself. Look at the mindset that's holding you back. What is the mindset that is holding you back? 9 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. The mindset that's holding you back has to do with, I am alone. I am in separation. I am single. I am not part of this couple. But you are. You're never not part of this. You're never not part of this. What it looks like in your 3D life is not necessarily at all what is going on spiritually. What is going on in the 3D life is showing you what it's important to learn. And Page of Cups, Page, Knight energy, we're getting a lot of new, like, this is a new battle for you, or this is a new challenge for you. And the challenges do get increasingly difficult. You're not wrong about that. All right. You're definitely not wrong about that. But this is about reprogramming your mind. Okay. And that's what I'm going to talk about next week in Pathfinders. Those of you who are in Pathfinders, get that class. And then I'm going to expand on it next week about reprogramming your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is an identity. Your conscious mind has an identity of who you are, or who you see yourself to be. If those two things are in conflict, that's why you're having trouble manifesting. If you subconsciously believed in a lot of negative storylines that get implanted in you, consciously you're like, no, I am dynamic and I am courageous. But if those two things aren't in agreement, I don't care how many times you say it consciously, your job is to really reclaim yourself from that subconscious belief system Things get entrenched, and other people tell you that you're not powerful because they want to be powerful. But I'm seeing the Strength card here. And this card is called Strength. This is patterns, old patterns. There's some kind of wisdom and power in the patterns that you have. Like, look at the flip side of it. Okay, I'm talking about like everything has a high vibration and a low vibration. Even our mistakes, even our patterns, even the things that we think are like not super attractive about us, or that we don't want to admit, or that we keep making mistakes about, or whatever it is. Like, if you can just see that as practice, as a way of, oh, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to realign my subconscious programming with my conscious sight of where I want to go. Queen of Cups, the universal heart conscious, Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, getting a lot of really beautiful cards here. And the journey is going to have ups and downs, but can you see your beautiful identity, beautiful self through the whole thing? Can you see, even when you're down, like if you're telling yourself when something happens or when you're in trouble, you know, with money or whatever, can you be like, well, this is just a situation. It's not who I am. All right. This is just a passing phase. This is not my identity. A lot of people see their problems as their identity, and that's why they never change. Okay. So I'm going to, okay. So let's go to the extended. I'm going to look at, I'll get some cards for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine specifically. We'll go deeper into this reading. And let's see where we go. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.